Hello, welcome to the Full Frame with Mark and Ben. I'm Mark, that's Ben. This is a Full Frame Mark and Ben. Today we're shooting expired film. Ben, you've already shot some expired film.
So have you?
But for this video you have.
Is your one not for this video as well?
Yeah. Let's see how it went.
Hello, Ben here. I'm in Harewood Forest, which is a woodlands local to me, walking the dog, and I thought it would be a good time to shoot some of this expired, like really expired stuff that me and Mark have both had, like some really old stuff lying around for a while. So yeah, I thought this would be a good place to shoot it. This is some like 1955. It's called you can't really see it there. Dufay Ortho. No idea what ISO it's supposed to be. Obviously it's like 70 years old, so it might not even come out. So yeah, I'm gonna load this in and then just take some random shots that I don't really care for too much, because chances are nothing will come out. Honestly, 1/15 is probably too slow actually, so I'm probably going to have to wait for the sun to like shine through really strong. Right, this like open bit here is really bright and it's giving me like sort of 1/30th, so I'm like desperately trying to find something that looks photo worthy, but I don't know, it's kind of boring. Right, so that's the Dufay Ortho done from 1955. I brought some of this with me. It's Kodak Ektachrome high speed. This is such a nerdy thing, but like, how cool is the roll of film? Why is this interesting to me?
That was good, Ben.
Yeah. Where am I?
That was good, Ben. Now let's see how mine went. So I shot some Ektachrome from 1977. It couldn't be developed either. So now we're together shooting expired film. What we got?
Gang signs. Got a good selection, I think.
The smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. I've got this Kodak colour. I don't even know what process this is. But yeah, I don't know, it's conveniently ripped off at the year.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure it was 60s. So it might be like 65, something like that. So there's that.
Cool.
We got an Ilford that doesn't have the wrapper, so I don't know the date, but it looks like this Ilford. And this one is 63. Yeah, so my point was, this looks very similar. So I didn't get this in a wrapper, but I'm going to say that's probably 60s. And then this one's actually 2007. So this is like our saving grace. Something to know, a little tip for expired films that are this old anyway. So I might eat my words, because if none of these are like this, then I won't have anything to show. Let me just see. Sometimes if they're really old, the spools don't have the little notches in them, right? It'll just be a circle, and some cameras like my Pentax won't accept it. So I've actually brought my Pentax and Rolly today, because I don't know what to really expect with these. So what's this one? That's got the prong on both ends. What's that on the other end? Both ends. Okay, so I couldn't really show it an example, but I've had several rolls where one end has had the prong, like the little I don't know what you call it, the little notches,
Yeah.
and the other end is just the circle, and it won't go into the Pentax, and I imagine there's other cameras that would be like that, so something to look out for.
What did we shoot around Andover?
Well, I shot some sort of Kodak colour that was C22 process.
And I shot Ilford HP4 from November 1963.
Yeah.
And I think we can agree the results of mine are very, you can tell it's from 1963.
Yeah.
And the results of yours? What were the results of yours?
Nothing. I mean, I didn't even try to send that one off because it was after we got the E6 back and they said they couldn't do it, and I was like, well, I'm not going to bother sending this one off because I don't think they can develop it. If there's anyone out there that wants to develop our E4 or C22 for us, that would be great.
Let's talk about why we couldn't get the Ektachrome developed first. We went to Come Through Lab and we asked them, can you develop this Ektachrome?
Well, I sent them a picture of a load of film that I had that was all expired. It had some black and white. I think the black and white you shot. It had the C22 that I shot. It had the E4. And I just laid it out and I took a picture and said to them, can you develop these? And they just replied, yes.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until we actually sent it to them they said no. So.
Yeah, and I put, hello, could you process this okay? And it's Ektachrome X, the box of it.
Yeah.
So it's clearly old. And they put, hiya, yes, we can process E6 film. So I don't think the person on the other end really got what it was.
No.
And then when they get to the lab, the people that do know what they're doing realise, no, we can't do this.
Yeah.
So they send it back to you.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a mix-up there between someone who's just like on emails, who doesn't really know how film is developed.
Yeah, they might just not get that much old film come through the lab.
Maybe. I think they have worked on since that.
Yeah, they probably need to have a bit more I don't know. They probably just need to check
I think they're quite new as well, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely newer than Take It Easy, I think.
So they might not have had that many stuff come in.
Yeah, but they did my black and white, the really old black and white, no problems.
So looking at what we actually got developed,
yeah.
What are your thoughts? I have strong thoughts.
Yeah, it doesn't really look that great, and I think basically what we've said in the title, we kind of pushed it too far in terms of trying to get older and older film and try out something really old. I think the sweet spot for expired film, or not the sweet spot, but the oldest really for expired film is 80s. I think
to be safe, to know you're going to get something, is stick with this century. So anything older than 2000, just sort of think, this might not work out.
I mean, I've shot 80s that's been fine.
Yeah.
Just expired. It looks expired, but it's not ruined. And you have to, overexpose and stuff. But, I mean, the only stuff we've managed to get developed is the black and white. And that's from the 50s, yours was the 60s. And they're pretty bad. Oh no, but what was good was that Verichrome pan, was it?
That you shot in the previous expired video.
Yeah. Oh, so there is some case for some old ones.
You might get lucky. You might get lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
But overall, I think it's going to be really grainy, and it's not going to be an image you're going to be proud of.
No. But I would say if you want to risk it and you want to go older than 90s, 80s, and you want to look for something even older than that, stick to black and whites because they're the ones that can get developed. And if you're lucky, you'll get one like my Verichrome pan that was basically perfect. Yeah. So, and that and it's fun when they do come out like that.
And we didn't mention it so far in this episode, but we were shooting it with the rules that you get around expired film in terms of how old it is and how far you're the exposure rules and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we were following that.
I think there is just a point where the film is kind of degrades, and no amount of overexposure will help it look better. The more contrasty shots did show through a bit better. So the ones that I did in Harewood, when it had the sky in the background and a tree in front, that's obviously super contrasty. So that you could actually see it. But anything else where it was kind of flat contrast, it just didn't show up.
Yes, I think for the ones I shot and I got back from Andover, there's nothing in there that I'd be proud of or anything.
No.
But I don't know if there would be if I shot anything in Andover anyway.
Yeah, so tips if you're looking to buy expired film, just look out for what the process is.
Yeah.
If it's colour, E4 and C22 are not going to be developed by most labs. They did recommend a lab to us come through, but I think they said they were in Canada and it's expensive, takes ages. And it's like not worth it, really, is it? Because it could also just not come out, like, because it could just be so degraded, especially the E4. So yeah, black and white. If you want to try something really old, black and white will probably work. Safer. Or you can at least get it developed.
Yeah.
But then 80s and onwards will be all right, and then 2000s onwards should definitely. Yeah,
I think if you want to like get something that looks a bit expired, go between like 2000 and 2007. Yeah, and it'll look a bit old.
Yeah,
but
the risk just gets higher.
It'll just look like an old photo. Overall, quite disheartening.
Yeah, a little bit.
But then we put ourselves in this position, so we've only got ourselves to blame.
Yeah.
Don't feel sorry for us.
No, but learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, we're making the mistakes so you don't have to.
Yeah, because it can be very appealing when you're scrolling on eBay and you see all these like really old films. And if you don't look into what the process is, you can just get carried away. Yeah. Just buying old stuff that looks interesting.
Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment if you're able, of course. And we'll see you next time for more sexy and exciting adventures on film.
Yeah.
To the fridge.
Don't know.
It's so much cooler in here today, isn't it? Just like,
I'm getting hot though.
Yeah.